Hey YouTube! Today I'm coming at you from bed. I'm really tired. It's 12:40 in the afternoon and I haven't slept since yesterday. I'm 29 weeks and 1 day pregnant. We had a doctor's appointment yesterday and it went really well. I was measuring 30 weeks, but she said that was fine. My blood pressure was slightly elevated again, but she said, just keep an eye on it. We talked a little bit about pediatricians. We talked a little bit about birth and birthing options. Where'd my phone go? There it is. Which was really cool. Kind of surreal at this point. But still really cool. This is my last week in the 20 weeks of pregnancy. Next week I'll be 30 weeks, and then it'll only be 10 weeks. That's crazy. It's the home stretch. As far as my symptoms have gone this week, I'm having heartburn, though that sometimes happens to me anyway when I'm tired, and I'm really tired right now. So yeah, heartburn, and it's not even that bad. It's mild, but heartburn is so uncomfortable that even mild heartburn, and it just sucks ass. So heartburn, lack of sleep. I've been having restless leg syndrome, or I don't know if it's restless leg syndrome, but I've been having symptoms of that. And it's only when I'm trying to fall asleep. Trying to fall asleep is so hard. Once I'm asleep, I'm good. I can sleep forever. But getting to sleep is proving to be impossible. And it's really frustrating. I'm also still having terrible pregnancy brain. And clumsiness really bad. Like yesterday I was drinking water and went to pick up my glass and it went flying, and not 10 minutes after that I was eating a bowl of cereal and just dropped the bowl. Just dropped it. Just like I was holding it and then suddenly it was on the floor. I don't even know how it happened. So that's pretty annoying. It's just annoying to, go from being like a normal person to, feeling like a, I can't even think of the word because I have pregnancy brain. To feeling like someone, who can't do anything for themselves. That's basically how I feel. As far as baby goes, this week, he's about the size of a butternut squash, 2.5 pounds, just over 15 inches long from head to heel. Muscles and lungs are continuing to mature, and his head is growing bigger to make room for his developing brain. His brain is also getting the indentations in it, and there's a name for them. It's like sulci and Giri or something like that, or Giri. It's the wrinkles in their brain, which means that their brain mass is increasing. He's also still putting on fat, which is at this point, all the fat he had been putting on was to help control body temperature. I think at this point it's now more of an energy source. He's been crazy active. He's been kicking up a storm the last few days. I wonder if it has something to do with me not being able to sleep. I mean, I'm sure it's not helping, but it's not hard enough or uncomfortable enough yet for me to really think that him kicking me is making my lack of sleep worse. Honestly, I like to feel him kick. It comforts me, because some days, you know, he gets still, and it kind of freaks me out. So the fact that he's been, you know, a crazy jumping bean in there lately is kind of nice. It's kind of nice reassurance. Just knowing that he's, you know, in there and doing fine. This is my second time recording this video. The first one went haywire, and I'm not sure what happened. The last one was so long and rambly, and this time I've forgotten what I was saying, or what I had said, and so I guess this one will be shorter. I forgot to do a belly shot last week because I can't remember anything. I will do one for this week. But it won't be uploaded immediately because I'm in bed and I'm exhausted, and honestly I'd really like to go to sleep at some point, or at least just take a nap, so I'm not going to do a belly shot until after that. I think that's about it. My doctor's appointment, you know, it went really well, and we talked about birthing options, and I'll do a video with my birth plan, and I'll do a video. I'll do all these videos, like all your standard videos, like hospital bag and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna do a birth plan video as well. But basically, I would like to, you know, try and go as natural as possible. Honestly, the only reason why I don't want to get an epidural is so that I can move my legs, so that I can get up and walk around if I need to, or I can squat if I need to, or I can be on a birthing ball or a birthing stool, or on all fours, or, you know, just whatever, you know, position feels the best to me. And helps the delivery process along. That is literally the only reason that otherwise I would just get one and not worry about it. But my mom had trouble dilating with my brother. He's older than me, and ended up having an emergency C-section. And then I was a scheduled C-section, and I worry that if I do decide on an epidural, that sort of thing could happen to me as well, that I wouldn't dilate enough, or quickly enough. So, because epidurals can often slow labor down. So, especially if you get them too soon. So, anywho, but, again, I'm flexible, and, you know, if the doctor comes in and says, hey, you need a C-section because you're in trouble, or the baby's in trouble, or whatever, fine, let's do that. You know, I'm not gonna pout or argue with them about it. You know, that's fine. You know, I'm there to give birth in, you know, whatever way I can, and you know, if I need to have a C-section, then that's, you know, if that's what's in the stars, then that's fine. You know, obviously I don't want to have surgery, but at the same time, you know, I'm not gonna protest a C-section because, you know, it's a safety issue. They don't recommend C-sections unless there's something going on. So, anyways, whatever. Okay, I feel rambly again. I'm rambling in this, excuse me, video as well. Okay, so I was talking about symptoms, and I know I said lack of sleep. I can't remember if I said heartburn. Lots of soreness, still in my pelvic bone, and like sort of the crease between my like thighs and my vagina, basically. You know, like where your leg meets your torso. Lots of soreness there, which sucks, but whatever. That's pretty much it as far as symptoms go. Honestly, I feel pretty good. I'm just getting big, and it's getting uncomfortable. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it here because, again, feeling kind of rambly. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them for me. I will try and answer them. Otherwise, I will see you next week at 30 weeks. Bye guys, have a good week.